Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Esther Kodu, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how to create this flyer design with Canva. Let's jump right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create a new page, right? If you are just starting out, head back to the home page. So to create your design from scratch, all you need to do is to select the plus icon at the center here. Once that is done, then you go to your custom size right here at the bottom and you select the dimension you want to use. Usually I use 3200 by 3200 pixel for a square size, and with that you're in and you can begin to create your design. All right, so that said, I would head back to where we have the design we're creating, right? So that would serve as a guide for us. Now the first thing we're going to work on is the background, right? So I'm going to create a new page here. So this, I'll tap on this add page button. Then I'm going to tap on the background, right, for me to be able to replace the background. I'll just tap on the black background, then I would see the replace icon here, and with that done, I'm going to scroll up. Now if you do not have your resources here yet, you can go to the upload files button, click on upload files. Once this is clicked upon, you'd see device, so select device. After doing that, then you can select files. So when you click on files, it takes you to your file manager where you can upload all the resources you need. So now I would assume that you've been able to successfully upload all the resources you need for this design. So to get started, we'll start off with bringing in the background, which we have here. So I'm going to select this image here, which is our background, and it automatically replaces what we had here before. So the next thing I would like to do is to go again, and I would go again to my uploads. So once I select the upload button here, you're going to see this image. So I'm going to bring in the image into the design. So all I need to do is to adjust it, move it to the top of my screen, then ensure it covers both touches both the left and the right side, covering the top part of it. Then I want to kind of erase or blur out some parts of the image, right? So it's not so visible. For me to do that, I'm going to go straight to the effect button. So the effect tool here, when I select effect, you'd see the magic eraser. This is a pro feature, so if you're using a free account, you may not have the access to do this. So using the pro feature here, I would select the magic eraser. I can then increase my size to 100. Then I am going to clean up some of these parts. So yeah, so you just hold on for a moment and watch it clean the part. I will do that again, so it makes it a bit more blurry. So you see the effect, how it's not allowing this part to show very well. All right, so once this is done, we've got this here now, right? I'm just going to move this image up a little bit. Then we can come over to transparency and reduce the transparency a little bit. So we've got this. I can just do 80. It is fine. Next, I would click on this icon to take out that part. So that icon, right, they cancel the X. So once that is done, all I need to do is to go again to upload and bring in the other image, which is this, right? We are trying to create our background before we bring in our text. So I'm going to bring this in and increase the size. So if you notice, if I leave it this way, it's going to cover the image that we have behind. Or let's see if we can move this behind it. Well, it still works, but I don't want it reflecting up, so I'm just going to crop it down. All right, so I would like to take that again so that I'm not too fast. So I'm going to upload and select this image, right, and adjust it to fill the screen, my canvas. And once that is done, I'll drag the button, the notch bar here at the top. I'll drag it down so that it stops exactly where this image at the top stops. So they are meeting at the center. Now, because I do not want this line to show this way, I need to blend it in a way. So to do that, I've got to create a gradient. For me to create a gradient, I need to go to elements here. I would head over to my elements, and from elements I'm going to select the square shape. So this is the square shape you'd see here. So we've got the square shape here. Awesome. I'm just going to select on it, and then let me move it to the left and then pull it to the side here. Oh, it doesn't want to. Okay, let me just, I'm going to do that again. And okay, so now I can drag it. With this done, what is next, right, is for me to blend it in. So just to ensure that that line over there behind is now blended together. So to do that, I'm going to go to my color. All right, then you'd see that this is the color, right? I'm going to tap on it again to edit. Once I've done that, I'll scroll up. You see what I just did? You scroll up, then you see solid color. You'd also see gradient. So we're going for gradient. I'm going to select gradient, and it gives me two colors. That is, a gradient is a combination of two or more colors. So now it has given me an additional pink color, which of course I actually do not need for this design, but we're going to edit it. Okay, now if you look at this part, you're going to see style. So it's showing you the direction in which the gradient is coming in. So it can either go from, you see the color moving from left to right, or top to bottom, or in a different direction, or this way or this way. So we are going for the second one, which I have here. So you select the second style first. After selecting the second style, then you select the purple box, the purple color box here. So once I tap on the purple color box, all I need to do is to drag, focus on this part. This is where you reduce the transparency of that color. So I'm going to drag this stuff here, right? I would drag it to the back, or you come over here and change it to 0%. Just type in 0% and you're good. So that's what we want to achieve. So this way, you'd see what just happened here. You see that the top of it now, it's transparent, right? We're creating a transparent gradient. Moving on, I'm going to select the pink color box next. So I'll click on the pink color box, and then I would put in my color code here. The color code I want to use is 180173. That's a blue. Then I would click on the plus icon to add a new color to it. So once I do this, right, I then would tap on the color code again and write my color code 590173. So this is the other color. So I can then click on the plus icon again to add a new color. Once I do that, now for this one I want to make it transparent. I think let's see, yeah, so I got that. So this way I would drag or write just number 0, that's 0% here, this part here. All right, so with that done, okay, With that done, I've got my, you can see what just happened now. The top of it and the bottom are transparent. This way I can easily just blend this image with the background. But before that, I just realized that I've not reduced the transparency of this image because it's totally covering what we have behind. So I would just head over to transparency and reduce the transparency. I don't want it showing too much. So let's do 44, 45. So 45 is good. So to blend it in, I'll bring this here. But I noticed that the color here, if you look at it close, it's looking too concentrated in a way. So I want to spread it out. I'm just going to use this bar here and pull it down so that it's this way, right? Make sure that it's covering this line. That's the major goal of this whole gradient thing. So I'm going to pull it up, and yeah, so I think I'm good. So this works fine. And with this done, one more thing I want to bring in is all right, just a moment. Okay, so one more thing I want to bring in is another gradient. Let's check out the elements, right? I'll go to element and I'll search for, let's see if we would find something for blue. Yeah, blue transparent gradient. All right, I'm not seeing something that I like here, so I'm just going to go again the same way we did the first one. We're going to do the gradient again, just to add a little feel to the background. So I'll go to my shape, select the square shape, then I would create a gradient with this. So let's increase the size. Then again, just follow me, the same process we followed initially. I'm going to go to color, of course. So once I select color, I'll tap on that same color again just to edit. Then I will scroll up and select gradient. Okay, before selecting gradient, I like to choose a blue for the color first, a dark blue. Now this is too dark. Well, something like this. All right, so let's just, I'll scroll up and following it, go to gradient. So it's going to introduce a new color, of course, but this time around I don't want to use this second style, right? I'd like to use the third style of gradient. Yeah, okay, is it the third? Should I use the third or the fourth? All right, let's go with the third first. If there is a need to change, we'll change it. So the third one, this one. So this other, this is what I'm going to do next. I'm simply going to select this color, right? Since we have chosen the first blue, we have the blue. So I'm selecting this second block and I'm going to make it transparent. So you see what I just did there? So now this is transparent, and I want I want to flip it. Now if you notice, this is the part that is more concentrated, but I want this part to be at the bottom here. So I'm going to try to see if I can flip. Okay, I can't. So here's what we're going to do. I'm simply just going to use the rotate button here. So you see the button, yeah, this rotate button that I'm tapping on, just use it to rotate. Position this well rightly, then you can increase the size a little bit more. So because I don't want, if you look at it, a line is showing here and I really do not want that. So let's tap on the color again. I would go to the color block, the color icon rather, select that same color here, which is what I have here. I'm tapping on it and just click on the new color again, add color. So it's going to add another transparent gradient. So the moment I clicked on, you can see that I now have two of this. Okay, and with that done, it's now will not give me that line anymore. Let's see. Yeah, you see that there's no line showing, so this even makes a lot more sense and it's looking nicer. And the next thing to do is to begin bringing in our text and all the elements that we need. So to do that, I would bring in my text. I would select the text icon here. Okay, so I'm going to select the text and then select add a text box. So click on add a text box. Once that is done, we want to write Sunday. So I'm going to increase it. All right, so I've got this here, but okay, I think I need to still put this up a little. Awesome. All right, so the font is, let's go to font. So if you click down here, you'd see font. When you select the font, we're making use of this font called I don't know how to pronounce it, but you can see it here on my screen. Yeah, so all you've got to do is to click on it and you're good to go. All right, next is to change the color. So you would just swipe this bar here, then go to color. When you select color, you choose the yellow color. Now I'm going to show you the color code in case yours is not showing. It is FFD200. So to put in your color, just go to this color palette stuff here to add color, and then put in that color code here. Write it here where I've just written it, and then you've got your color good to go. Then I'm going to duplicate this and bring this here. Let's see. Okay, I like to use 320 for this particular text. Then the second text, let's use 300. So for this one, you'd go to edit here and select service. So all you need to do is to click on it again and go to color, change the color to white, and we're good. Now the next thing I'd love us to do is to quickly bring in our logo. We've not done that yet, so I'm just going to go to we go to uploads, and then you'd see the logo here. It should be one of the things you've uploaded on Canva. So I believe the resources have been made available to you. All you've got to do is to come upload them on Canva and begin to use. So we have the logo already, and that's done. I like to move this down so that there's enough space right in between our text and the logo. All right, so I think we're good. So Sunday service, the next thing is to duplicate this text. So to duplicate, just select any of the text, then click on the duplicate icon here. Once you do that, you have another copy. I'm going to reduce the size. I want to write the date. So the date says Sunday 21st April hold on, it's not showing. Okay, it's because of the font. All right, so let's go ahead to change the font. So I'd go over here to font and change the font to Montserrat. So you'd see this little arrow in front. When you click on it, you should be able to change the typeface. So I'm going to use, I think it's bold. Yeah, bold is cool. So Sunday 21st April 2024. Awesome. So we've got this here. and I would need to use the left alignment so I can left align it, because if you look at it, it's not aligned yet. Because we're using a left alignment, I'll swipe till I find format. So when you find this tool that says format, just click on it, then select the left alignment. All right, once you do that, it aligns to the left. That is one. Secondly, we still need to reduce the line spacing, so I'll come over here to spacing. When I click on spacing, I can then reduce the line spacing to bring the text closely together, so this looks better, right? All I need to do, I'm just going to check, yeah, just to cross check that. All right, so we've got that there already. The next thing I want to do is to bring in our image, so I'm going to yeah, let's do this. So let's bring in our image. Yeah, the young man smiling there. I'll go to my upload here. When I click on upload, I have it as one of the images that I have uploaded here on Canva. Then I'll increase the size and move it up, right? Yeah, and this is looking good. Awesome. So we've got this here. So I did a little edit to it. I went to adjust, and I'm simply just going to edit it. So to edit, I'll start from the first. I click on my temperature and increase the just add a little temperature to it. So we've got this here. I'll click on tint next, and I like to just increase the tint as well. I'm moving it towards this side so it blends with the background, right, in a way. So that's why I'm trying to edit. I like to add some brightness to it. Let's just okay, and not too much. 12 is good. Then